Did you know that Chanel actually used to use 24 karat gold in their bags? When Karl Lagerfeld revived the classic flap in 1983, he wanted the hardware to be as eye-catching as Coco's quilting. Chanel partnered with French ateliers that electroplated all of the hardware, so the turn locks, the chains, and the grommets, with a microscopic but genuine layer of 24 karat gold. Chanel actually used to stamp their hardware right here when it had the gold plating, so if you see this little stamp on any of the Chanel turn locks, you know that this is actually plated in 24 karat gold. Plating with gold meant that the hardware won't tarnish because there are no base metals, so there's no oxidation that happens. Also hypoallergenic, so people who are allergic to nickel wouldn't have a problem with this type of hardware, even if they had really sensitive skin. And of course, the gratification of, yes, this is 24 karat gold, spoke for itself. However, by the early 2000s, the cost of gold rose dramatically, and during the 2008 crisis, it went from $300 an ounce to over $1,000 an ounce, and it was no longer financially viable for Chanel to keep coating their hardware in gold. And so to combat this, Chanel rolled out a proprietary gold tone alloy that was still glossy and still looked similar to the gold, but was much cheaper to produce. So everything from the 2008 and 2009 resort wear collections onward in Chanel is no longer coated with gold. That is why if you are looking for an iconic Chanel piece, I highly recommend going vintage, going to the resale market, and finding a piece that is pre-2008. You can be sure that you're buying a true piece of vintage history that is infinitely better, in my opinion, than the modern counterparts.